Hello, welcome to the Night radio and television station. Here comes the news. On December 10th, in the hall of Military Command of Domnai Province, the Provincial Standing Committee held a learning conference, thoroughly grasped and implemented the Resolution 15 on March 16, 2020 on strategy to protect national security in Domnai Province. Speaking at conference, Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee Võ Minh Cường stated that in Vietnam, the implementation of national security is the stability and sustainable development of socialist regime and state of Socialist Republic of Vietnam, the inviolability of independence, sovereignty, unity, territorial integrity of fatherland, stabilize residential life. Recognizing the importance of national security, the TVTU board had issued Resolution 15, a very important resolution not only directly related to the leadership and direction of the party committee, but all political system must step in so that a key province in terms of economic development always maintains stability for development, to closely combine the task of protecting national security with the task of building and developing social and building strong party and government. Deputy Secretary of Provincial Party Committee Võ Minh Cường affirmed that protecting national security is the task of party, the state, the political system, social organization, and all citizens. The Asian Development Bank ADB recently adjusted its forecast for Vietnam economic growth from 1.8% to 2.3% in 2020, thanks for boosting public investment, recovery in domestic consumption, trade increase, and rapid recovery of neighboring countries. In the regular editions of ADB's 2020 Asian Development Outlook update released on December 10th, Vietnam economy grew from 0.4% in the second quarter 2020 to 2.6% in the third quarter, bringing the average growth rate in the January to September period to 2.1%. Therefore, the ADB adjusted Vietnam's growth in 2020 from 1.8% to 2.3% due to accelerated public investment, recovery in domestic consumption, increased trade, and rapid economic recovery in China. However, Vietnam's growth forecast for 2021 is revised down slightly to 6.1%. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson said on December 11 that the UK and the European Union (EU) will reach a trade agreement but promised to do their best to avoid a mess when two sides end the transition period on December 31st, 2020. The EU and UK currently disagree on the area of fishing rights, level playing field over economic issues, and settlement of disputes. Mr. Johnson said after the meeting on December 10th, the British cabinet agreed that the draft agreement that the EU made to negotiate with the UK was unacceptable. Johnson said it was more likely that post-Brexit UK-EU relations will follow a more similar pattern between the EU and Australia than the one between the EU and Canada. However, he confirmed that he was ready to go to Germany, France, and Belgium to negotiate with the desire of both sides to reach an agreement. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration Advisory Committee on December 11 discussed the COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer and partner BioNTech. This committee voted and approved its recommendation for emergency use of the vaccine in the United States. With 17 votes in favor, 4 against, and 1 abstained, the FDA Advisory Committee recommended emergency licensing for COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer and BioNTech. This committee approved the safety and efficacy of the vaccine for separate age groups from 16 years old to older. The FDA will rely on the committee recommendation to make a final decision, which is expected to be on December 11, U.S. time. if the vaccine is approved by the FDA, the millions of doses of the vaccine are expected to immediately begin being distributed to states across the U.S. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.